Good afternoon, my fellow park enthusiasts. Okay, I was just checking on the audio output. I didn't want there to be too much feedback. Okay, so resuming the park activities. Let me check my document real quick. At a certain point, I don't have any more data about the PALs, and I need to update that. Yeah, I don't think I have anything here. Alright, well, before we get started with making any new friends, let's just start progressing with the story events. I think the first Pokemon we need to talk to is Piloswine, and we'll definitely find him at the gate down here, so if I'm correct, then we should talk to Piloswine, who will tell us that Empoleon is behind the gate or something, or that the gate's frozen, no one can get through. So we'll have to go talk to Glalie, and we'll have to get him some ice cubes, I think, to build igloos. Alright, and then we're going to have to get Frostlass to freeze the lake over so that we can reach Mamoswine, right? I think that's going to be the order of things here. Also, well, yeah, we're going to have to talk to Prinplup and activate the lift in order to get to Frostlass. Alright, so I'm going to help Glalie to impress Frostlass. No problem. Can do that easy. Just gotta find those ice blocks. I guess maybe, yeah, I guess they're not inside the crates, they're just laying around. I was thinking of them like the planks of wood that we give to Bidoof to build the bridges. But no, just blocks of ice laying around. I guess that makes more sense than having them inside wood crates. Seems like ice would be a natural thing to generate around here. Also, Primeape just showed up. Is he? Where is he? He's down here. Pretty sure Primeape will do battle with us, right? Gonna take a quick break from gathering the ice blocks just so I can confirm this for my data sheet. Okay, this is interesting. So he shows up after we make one igloo, right? Or deliver one ice block. Hold on here. I'm pretty sure that we do battle with you, so that's what I'm gonna file you under for now. Primeape, wait. Hold on. So I think we need to win 5 skill games in a row, was it? Or just 5 skill games in the yeah, I don't know. Alright, so I wasn't actually paying attention, but I'm pretty sure it's 5 skill games in a row. So we can do that and make that happen. But more importantly, More importantly, we need to finish making these igloos. This probably wouldn't be such a difficult thing to do. Blindfolded, right? Assuming that you could be directed towards the ice blocks. So wait, there was one over here by this tree. And then there was one over here. Okay. And then Ursaring just showed up. Hold on. I just realized something. Okay. We don't need to battle anyone right now. We need to focus on getting that last block of ice, which is over here to the right of this big tree in this. I'm assuming this is like a boulder, a rock. Maybe it's just a bigger chunk of ice. It doesn't really matter, but for guidance purposes, it's next to the big tree at the ledge next to the big rock. Except there's also a rock next to this big tree. Behind it though, so I don't know. Looking for the best way to describe it to the person that's going to be guiding me. I assume we're going to get one more pal to show up now that we built 3 igloos. Let's see. Okay, I guess not. Maybe the 3rd igloo is for Frostlass. I don't know. It seemed like the first one was for Primeape and the second one for Ursaring. But in the first place, I think all the igloos were made so that Glalie could flex his construction skills for the Huzz. I definitely respect the hustle. But, oh boy. We don't have to worry about the ice tree. We're just gonna walk right past this tree. I feel bad for everyone here, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to help build the tree. This is also going to be I mean, I keep saying we're going to have short streams, but I really think this is going to be a short stream. Alright, so we beat Prinplup. Let's see. Okay. So we have to activate the switch to get the chairlift moving. No problem at all, as you can see. It's a simple task for us. Big shout out to Pikachu, of course. Wouldn't be possible without him. Oh, no, I do not want to take the chairlift. Thanks for asking, though. I do want to take the chairlift back up eventually, just not right now. Okay, so now that we've convinced Frostlass to go back up to the main island, I guess this is still part of the main island, isn't it? We've convinced Frostlass to go back to the other side of the island, where Glalie is. And I'm sure once we get Mamoswine unstuck, we can talk to Empoleon and move on to the next region. This is actually shorter section of the game than I remember, if it's as short as I'm thinking right now. Alright, well, time to follow instructions and go charging in here. Huge chunks of ice, by the way. It seemed like Pikachu got hit by a couple of them, but completely unfazed. Just as you would expect from a absolute stud like Pikachu. So I guess Mamoswine isn't a mandatory friend. Every time I see that dialogue, it's just, I'm amazed. Mamoswine's chill. I mean, if I got slimed out because me and my home dog had some different beliefs, I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to say that it is what it is. Mamoswine is better than I am for sure. Let me know in the chat, what would you do if you were taken out? What would you do if you were taken out in such a manner? In such a crude way? In such a disrespectful, uncaring, and cruel manner, such as being frozen in cryostasis? Something I can't help but to think about is the fact that you don't need to press any buttons to accelerate in this game, but you do have to press 2 to accelerate in Gyarados Aqua Dash. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that since we're heading downhill, we have gravity on our side, so we don't need to accelerate ourselves. Could that be the reason, perhaps? I don't know. Shout out to the devs if they were staying loyal to physics. Just what you'd expect from the developers of the greatest Pokepark game of 2010. Let me know what game you would nominate as the best Pokepark game of 2010. I know it was a while ago, but it was a big year for Pokepark games. It was the year that we got Pikachu's Adventure. Still iconic, as we all know. Alright, so it looks like we're already finished with this section of the game. All we had to do was talk to Piloswine, then Teddiursa, then Glalie several times. And then what? Then we talked to Prinplup, Frostlass on the other side of the map, then Mamoswine, and then Empoleon, and just like that we were done. Alright, well, I did say it was going to be a short stream, and I should be hopping off pretty soon, but maybe I have time to head to the next zone. Couldn't hurt to get back. We do have to activate the Drifloon stop here anyways. Alright, so we have Glaceon here. Have we put Glaceon? I know Glaceon's one of those Pokemon with a special condition to play against. Let's see, where would you be? No, I don't have you in yet. "45 friends, okay. How many friends do we have? I know we need, okay, we have 40. I know we need 50 in order to play Bastiodon's Block Barrage. So that's something to think about. Okay. Alright, let's get moving along here. Next up is going to be the Cavern Zone. Gonna have to go back to the meeting place before we unlock it, but it'll be a good time, right? It'll be a great time. It'll be a fantastic time. You might talk to Piplup in the meeting place now that we've retrieved both Chikorita and Piplup. Oh yeah, and we get an upgrade to what's it called? The Big Tree House. Big fan of the tree house. And now we have all these guys here. Look at all these guys. Alright, well maybe next stream we'll start playing with the idea of upgrading some of our stats. Probably gonna try upgrading Thunderbolt. We'll see though. We'll see. Dash would be more helpful right now, but we'll be getting access to Double Dash pretty soon. So, you know, I'm thinking we'll hold off on Dash upgrades. At least, you know, since berry supplies. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe berry supply isn't all that limited. It's pretty easy to rack up berries through the mini games, but it takes a little bit of time. Maybe we'll think about grinding out some berries next stream. But for the time being, yeah, that's going to be it for today. I have to remember to make a save state before I leave. But, thank you for joining me. Please hydrate, take heart, and take care of yourself in the days to come. In the days to come.